welcome to Inspiring Better Banking series. To begin, let's get to know you and Bank of Sydney better. For our global audience, can you introduce Bank of Sydney in a little bit more detail and share some insights into your background and journey to your current role?
Thank you. It's lovely to be here. My name is Milos Sulisic from the Bank of Sydney. I'm the CEO, and it's wonderful to be here talking with the Infosys team today about inspiring better banking. So Bank of Sydney is a relatively new bank in Australia, started in 2001, and it services largely the Greek and Lebanese diaspora in Australia, which is quite large communities in Sydney, Melbourne and Adelaide. We've got 8 branches across those 3 cities, and our aim is to help people create genuine value by helping them with their banking needs. We're a relationship-based bank, so we're not aiming to be a bank based on digital technology. We're not aiming to be a bank that gives everyone the lowest price all the time, but what we are aiming to do is give people genuine service and help them with their financial needs so that they can create value for themselves, their families and their partners.
Looking at the Australian banking landscape, so what are the top 3 trends you believe are going to shape Bank of Sydney positioning itself to stay ahead in this evolving environment?
In Australia at the moment, there's an inquiry going on, the government holding an inquiry into the competitiveness of small banks against the major banks. So that's going through a consultation stage at the moment, and we're looking to see what the outcome of that is. And any changes that come from that will change the framework of the industry to hopefully help small banks be more competitive against the larger banks. The second thing is obviously what's going on with the economy. There's a lot of turbulence going on in the world economy at the moment, and what we're seeing is interest rates having come down in some places. Plateaued. We've seen the first cash rate reduction in Australia for 2 years, just last month. And so whether we see the economy continue to improve, inflation continue to come down, associated with all that is also we've got an election coming up in the next few months, and so we'll see what happens with that, whether the current government get re-elected or a new government get re-elected. That will impact what goes on. And the third major thing is a continued trend of customers to want instant gratification, to be able to do things digitally, and the work that we need to put in to be able to look after our customers, both in our personal customers and also our small business customers, which are our main focus.
So Milos, no conversation is complete without AI adoption journey for you. So how is Bank of Sydney gearing up for AI generative AI usage in areas like customer service, risk management? Can I have your perspective on AI use?
Well, AI, it's the question on everybody's lips at the moment, isn't it? Bank of Sydney, we've got a lot of foundational work to do with our core systems and customer-facing systems. And whilst we're doing that foundational work, we're looking at where we can use AI, generative AI or agentic AI, to help make the customer journey smoother and to help make our back office staff journey smoother as well, to give them more information and to allow them to do their jobs more quickly, easily and efficiently, thus giving customers a much better experience in dealing with Bank of Sydney. So there's lots of places that we will end up using AI. The call centre will use AI, our back-end processing systems will use AI. But one of the areas that I also like to use AI is in predictive AI to work out when a customer is thinking about discharging a mortgage and moving somewhere else, so that we can help retain that customer. So there's lots of different areas that we'll use AI. We'll get the foundational technology in place first, and then we'll move to AI fairly quickly, I think, after that.
We have Bank of Sydney COO Jeff. Jeff, would you mind introducing yourself?
Thanks, Yogesh. Yes, I'm very excited to be part of this series. My name is Jeff Wemble and I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Bank of Sydney.
Welcome, Jeff. So my question to you is on the digital strategy. So as part of the program, Bank of Sydney is investing heavily into its digital strategies. So my question to you is, how do you balance between digital strategies and high-touch customer point and balancing the customer satisfaction?
I think it's really important for Bank of Sydney to develop a digital capability that's equivalent to market. So we don't need to be groundbreaking in terms of what we do in the digital context. We've got great relationship bankers, but what we need to be able to do is give them the same capability as digital employee experience, digital customer experience, and bring all those things together as part of our overall offering to our customers. So our digital strategy relies on setting up the right foundation and then carrying that forward so we can create the kind of efficiencies as well as the experience that digital enables, similar to the rest of the industry.
With banks increasing shift towards the cloud technology, so what were the key considerations from a Bank of Sydney perspective in terms of having a cloud native next generation core? How important was it, and what were your key considerations?
So I think, as I mentioned in my earlier response, one of the key issues for us is how we current with market in terms of the offerings that we're delivering to our customers. And today you really can't do that without a modern platform. So fundamentally, the experience that you deliver to those customers needs to be through a modern platform, or you just really can't compete. The second part of that is a digital platform gives you the agility to stay current with the pace of change, so that cloud native architectures mean that you don't need to continually reinvest to actually work to stay current with what you're offering to the customer in the market. So fundamental is really the answer to the question. If we're not cloud-based native, we couldn't really do it. And probably the last consideration is we need to make sure that that capability applies right across our enterprise. So all our touch points to our customers and all the touch points for our employees need to be enabled in the same way.
So Jeff, I'll ask the same question on AI. I think it's an important aspect. So where do you see AI playing a role in Bank of Sydney's transformation journey now and maybe as we evolve into this?
So I think AI is an exciting opportunity for nearly every organisation, and certainly we've seen lots of productivity already in some senses through the way AI is executed. But for Bank of Sydney, it's really important for us to get our foundation technology in place and then really look for use cases where we can create greater efficiency, a better customer experience, or a new way of doing things, in fact, but with control and safety for our community. So that means that we need to have a trust layer around our data, and we need to have the right kind of reasoning engine and capability that delivers the right outcomes. So again, working on the foundation of data that will come through our core banking, I think we'll be able to deliver really great future use cases that are exciting for all of us.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for joining, and looking forward to this relationship to mature as we go. Thank you. So Nilos, one last question for you. You have selected Infosys Finacle as a strategic partner. So how do you see this collaboration evolving to support your growth and future needs?
Well, we've been working with Infosys Finacle for the last 2 years as we've gone through a series of programs to choose what core system we needed to use going forward, what technology we needed to put into the bank to give our customers and ourselves the best opportunity for the future. Our experience with the Infosys team has been exemplary so far. As you know, we only signed contracts earlier this month for our initial 9-year agreement. And I do say initial 9-year agreement because I'm sure it will be much longer than that. So the program, the system replacement project is we call Project Apple because it's the core system. Is kicked off now in earnest. The work we've done with the Infosys team has been absolutely fantastic to date. They've been really helpful with us in helping us get our team set up, helpful in getting the Infosys team set up as well, getting the things set up in the cloud so that we can move this project along as quickly as we possibly can. It'll be about a 56-week project or thereabouts from start to finish, and we're already a few weeks into that now, and so we're looking forward to continuing the wonderful collaboration that we've had to date with Infosys, getting the system in, getting our staff used to it, our customers used to it, and then looking for what takes us forward. The technology that we're seeing at the moment, we're very, very happy with, and the ability for us to leapfrog some of our competitors and what we've been able to provide in the marketplace, I think will put us in very good stead. So it's exciting times ahead for us.
Thank you, Milos. Thank you for this exciting opportunity and spending time with us.
Thank you, it's been a pleasure to be here.